Welcome to How I Unfucked My Life. I'm your host, Christine DeGrazia, registered nurse and founder of Calm by Intention. On this show, we bridge the gap between mindset and physiology. We're combining the raw grit it takes to change your life with the clinical science it takes to regulate your nervous system, because it takes more than just mindset to calm a body in survival mode. Let's get into today's episode. Hi, I'm Christine, and I am so glad that you took time out of your day to spend with me. Now, today I wanted to talk about something that I'm sure you've seen on social media. If you're scrolling it, like I am every now and then, you'll see what I call a war of words. Men are saying that they're done dating. Women are saying that they've had enough of men and they don't need them. It's loud, it's bitter, and it feels like a race to see who can care the least. Now, some people call this giving up. But I see something else happening for a lot of us, men and women alike. We're leveling up. Now, I want to be clear what I mean by leveling up. You see, that isn't about being better than anyone else, because no one is. And it isn't about ego or standing on a pedestal. It's about alignment. It's about finally raising your standards to match your values and having the self-respect to honor your own capabilities and the fierce intention required to protect your peace. Now, I've been on the other side of this. After my divorce, I got into a relationship and I settled. I stayed in that relationship even though it wasn't right for me. And it wasn't right for me because it didn't honor the life I was trying to build. But I stayed because I was operating from a place of perceived need. I genuinely believed I couldn't handle my house or the finances or the weight of a big life on my own. I felt like I needed to have someone with me to be able to do it. But that just isn't reality. Now, the shift happened when I stopped scrambling to stay with someone to fill a gap and started mastering my own life. I realized that my own competence was a reliable foundation. Once you see what you're truly capable of, your standard of entry for your life naturally changes. You're no longer looking for someone to complete the picture. You're looking for someone who respects the masterpiece that you've already started building. Now, the problem today isn't that there isn't a good one left. It's that once you begin to honor yourself, you are no longer willing to betray that self-respect just to avoid being alone. So how do you move from that scramble to a place of sovereignty? How do you build a life that feels complete on its own? Well, it starts with these 5 intentional shifts. And first, we have to move from thinking to doing. We need confidence to trust ourselves, along with other things. But confidence isn't built in the doing. I've said this before. You don't gain confidence first and then take action. You take action and then the confidence follows. So pick one thing this week that you've been waiting for a partner to do. Maybe it's a home repair, a financial audit, or even going out to dinner at a high-end restaurant. Do it yourself. Every time you handle a task that you thought you couldn't, you're not just getting it done. You're proving to your nervous system that you are safe in your own hands. Second, identify where you've outsourced your power. Stop looking for the other person to provide what you need. Draw a line down a piece of paper. On the left, list what you think a partner provides: security, fun, stability. On the right, write down one way you can provide a microdose of that for yourself today. When you are the source of your own stability, a partner becomes a luxury addition to your life, not a missing limb. So when you feel that scramble of not being stable, or you feel that anxiety rising, don't reach for your phone or text someone. Instead, step outside and just watch the trees sway in the wind. Use your own breath and your own environment to reset your nervous system. You see, peace is something you generate, not something you catch from someone else. If you can calm your own heart, you are unshakable. Third, stop living your life like it's on hold. I used to treat my house like a temporary stop until I found a partner. Like I thought, well, I'll live here until I meet someone, Well, I suggest that you don't do that. And since then, I've turned my home into a place of peace, of beauty, a place where I can reset and enjoy my children and grandchildren. I've created a home, not a layover. So use the good crystal. Buy the luxury linens. When you curate a beautiful, intentional environment for yourself, you signal that your own presence and the family you love is the main event. Fourth, face the silence without the noise of the scramble. Spend 10 minutes a day without a phone or a distraction. And don't feel like you have to empty your mind. Just sit with yourself. Watch the birds outside or watch it snow. And I mean really watch it snow. I did that the other day when I was outside. My thoughts started taking on a mind of their own, let's say, until I stopped and just watched it snow. I enjoyed the beauty, the calm, the magnificence. I just watched those little flakes float down right to the earth. You see, I created my own nervous system reset on the spot for 10 minutes. I did nothing but admire nature's beauty, and when I was done, my mind was back in focus. When the thought, I can't do this alone, comes up, address it. Say, I hear you, but look at what I've already accomplished. Mastering the silence stops you from being a slave to distraction. And finally, establish your standard of entry. This isn't about not wanting a partner. It's about not needing one to complete you. Partners should complement each other's lives, not disrupt them. Define how you want to be treated and what peace looks like to you. And when you are the one providing your own peace, you won't allow anyone into your life who threatens it. You move from, geez, I hope they like me, to, did they earn a place in the peace that I've built? And that's a huge shift. Now, the goal here is an extremely full, complete, and beautifully happy life without the requirement of a partner to make it happen. If a partner comes along who adds to that beauty, that's wonder. It's amazing, and enjoy it. But you are no longer waiting for a missing half and missing out on life because you think you need someone to be complete. You are already whole, so enjoy it. And I didn't get here because I was fearless. I got here because I was tired of settling for a life that felt smaller than I was. You are capable of handling everything that comes your way. You are the architect, the anchor, and the intention. So let's start building a life you don't need to escape from. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe so it will get to someone else who can use it. And remember, you are the architect of a world that is already complete. I'm Christine, and this is How I Unfucked My Life. I'll see you on the path. Thanks for listening to How I Unfucked My Life. I know the work is heavy, but remember, you aren't just fighting your brain, you're learning to lead your body. You have the grit to change your mindset, and you have the biology to find your peace. And every choice you make is a step towards the life that you deserve. So stop arguing with where you've been and start deciding where you're going. See you next time.